Hi, good morning. Well, whenever you're watching this, right? Okay, I know my makeup looks a little overdid for yoga, but I've got meetings all day, and this is a really great way, a really great series to pump up the energy fast, really start to free you in your body and ground you. So, this series is going to be standing, and it's standing for a reason. It's because we're grounding ourselves. And the whole series is like an hour and a half long. We're not doing that. And it goes from standing, the root chakra, all the way. The last ones are headstands on your head. Now, that is not what we're doing in this group, don't worry. But this part of it, the standing series, is very grounding. Now, it is a bridge. So basically, we're not doing the whole standing series. And it's the same poses. It is a set sequence. It's the same poses over and over. So it is a really awesome sequence also to get to know and get in kind of that meditative state. So you ready? Remember, if you ever need to stop, come into child's pose, come into a seated pose and just focus on the breath. And we're going to do 5 sun salutations. If you only want to do 3, do 3. You only do 3. Do 3 and then come into child's pose. All right. Honor your body. Your body talks. Listen and honor what you hear. Here we go. So coming up to the front of your mat. Can you see me okay? I think so. There we go. I'm going to scoot the mat back just a little bit though. Oh, let's take some deep breaths in. So arms to the side. Draw the navel in and up. Relax the shoulders down. Your chin's parallel to the floor. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale as you exhale. Just make some noise. Blow out the mouth. Turn this palms out so the shoulders externally rotate. Inhale, arms come over the head and reach. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your head. Inhale, lift the head, half lift. And exhale, step back into plank. If you're ready for your chaturangas, go for it. Inhale, lengthen to the crown of the head, press through the heels. And exhale, downward facing dog. 3 to 5 breaths here. 2. Now your feet are hip width apart. You're pressing away with the shoulders, lifting the tailbone super, super high. You can bend those knees if you want. Last breath. Inhale, step forward to your half lift. Exhale, fold. Remember, there's all kinds of variations and modifications for this. Inhale, root down to rise up. And exhale, mountain pose. Again, inhale. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Drop the head. Inhale, lift the chest and head. Exhale, step back. Go all the way down to the mat this time. Shoulders back, elbows back. Inhale, cobra. Push the feet and hips in the mat. Lift your chest just a little. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. So I really want you to think about lifting the pelvic floor, kind of like a Kegel, and exhale, draw the navel in. We're going to keep those energy locks in. Now, they let go, we let go as we go through the postures, but just be aware of it and re-engage the pelvic floor and the core with an exhale. Shake the head around. Now, step forward with the left foot first. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, flat back. And exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the hips. You may notice your body starting to get a little bit looser. Exhale, I'm going chaturanga on my knees, elbows straight back, not all the way down this time. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shoulder blades down, lift the crown of the head up. And exhale, use the core for downward facing dog. Breathe. Engage your quads. That lifts the kneecap a little bit. Inhale, step or jump forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down to rise up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, elbows straight back. Inhale. Lift the chest up and out. Exhale. Start lengthening. Breathe. Drop the head. You're actually trying to rotate the outside of the shoulder towards the outside of the ankle. It hollows out the armpits. It takes the shoulder blades away from the spine. It opens up the back of your heart. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Come on, root down, flat back up. And exhale, somebody healer mountain pose. Last one together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe. Soft gaze, soft mouth as you inhale and step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Samadhi. Take a few breaths here. Lift nice and tall. How are you doing? Just keep breathing. You're doing good. You're doing good. I'm using my Ujjayi breath. Do you hear that? Inhale, take the feet out, about hip width apart. Exhale, forward fold. You can bend the knees, take your hands to blocks if you need to, but I want you to grab your big toes with your two fingers, middle finger and your thumb. Inhale, lift the chest, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, lift the pelvic floor, elbows out. 3 breaths, 3, 2, and 1. Option to stay right here or inhale, lift the chest. Take the hands underneath the feet so the toes are by the wrist. Keep the knees bent if you would like. And exhale, drop the head. Now put a little bit of weight on the palms of your hands. You've got a lot of meridians that go through the palms of the hands and the feet, and you're just putting pressure on that right now. Meridians are those subtle energy lines we'll talk about another time. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, create that space. Exhale, get a little deeper. We got it. Inhale, lift the head, remove the hands. Exhale, hands to the hips, stay with your half lift. Inhale, slowly rise. And exhale, feet together. Now inhale, face me, take your left leg back. All right, so this is kind of our stance between each of our poses. I tend to get dramatic in this. I love to lift the chest and find that arch in the back, It's still maintaining that core strength. So Trikonasana. Turn your left foot out. The left heel is aligned with the back arch of the right foot. Now you're going to hinge forward and take your hand onto a block or the shin. Please not on the knee. You're going to gaze up. Put weight equally distanced on front foot and back foot. And rotate the bottom left rib cage up. 3 breaths. 3, 2, 1. So engage the right quad. Keep it engaged. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, right foot turns out. And Trikonasana. 3 breaths. Triangle pose. 2, keep lengthening forward. The head is in line with the rest of your spine. Arm is stacked on top of the shoulder. Here we go. Last one. And inhale, rise up. We're going to turn the feet in. Left foot is forward. Your right foot is catty corner to the mat. Your heels are aligned. So rotating Trikonasana. Hinge forward. All right. Doesn't matter how low you go. You're going to keep both knees or quads engaged. And then I want you to take the left hand down to the shin again, right hand to the hip, and rotate. Now this is a tough pose, all right? I recommend if you're just trying this for the first time, don't go deep into it. 3 breaths. 3, draw the right hip back. 2, and 1. Rooting down, ground, inhale, rise up, lift, and exhale, other side. So right foot is pointing to the front of the mat, left foot at the angle. Hinge forward, rotate. We're still lengthening. 3 breaths. 2, 1. Inhale, look down. Let's do that. Exhale, stay here. Look at the big toe. And inhale, coming back up, feet parallel. And we'll meet at the front of the mat. Exhale. All right. So we're going to step out again with your left foot, but this time, step out really big. There you go. So your feet are about 4 feet apart. All right. I think of it kind of bigger than the last one. All right. But not so big as that way you don't feel like you have a stable base. Left foot turns out. Oh, yes. And so what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to bend this left knee. Your right toe is facing me. All right. Take a deep inhale. You've got external rotation in your left hip. Wait, right, your left hip. I'm mirroring you guys. And then you can take this left palm onto the knee, swoop the right arm around. We're looking at the palm of the hand, lifting the chest, spiraling the rib cage up. The other option is to take the hand in front or behind the leg. 3, go ahead and look at the palm, soft gaze. 2, 1, root down, inhale, lift up. Left toes towards me, right toes towards the front of your mat. Bend your right leg. And here we go. Inhale, extended side angle. 3, rooting down. 2, draw the navel in and up. 1, and inhale, rise. Exhale to the front of the mat. Whew, shake it out. All right, shake it out. How you doing? Anybody on live? No, that's okay. Hey, we're moving into our wide leg forward fold. So please grab the blocks if you would like them. Remember, the blocks bring the earth up to you. You're going to step back into that wide stance again. Really wide. Toes are pointing forward or slightly in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. And you're going to come to the ground with the blocks. Drop your head. Inhale, lengthen the spine. This just helps us get a little bit more lengthen. And exhale, hands are behind, fingertips forward, elbows back. We're going to take 5 deep breaths here. And I'm going to turn a different way so you can see this. All right, so we're dropping the head. The spine is long. Lift the pelvic floor, engage the core. That in itself is core work. Now notice I've got a little weight on the balls of my feet. I'm not sinking back into the hips. 2 more breaths together. 2 and 1. So your knees are engaged, or the quads are engaged, knees are protected. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, relax the hands. Inhale, hands behind the back, lift the chest. Oh yes. And exhale, forward fold. Again, 5 breaths. You might find a lot of tension in the shoulders here. Stay with it. If it's too much tension, then take the hands closer to your hips. Otherwise, allow gravity to open the shoulders and draw the thumbs down. 3 more breaths. 3, everything's lifted. 2, quads are engaged. 1. Inhale, rise up slowly. And exhale, hands to the side. Inhale, lift nice and tall. And exhale, come to the front of your mat. Nice. We're all going to feel different at this point. I feel warm. I feel already open. And I feel more focused. So for me, this is really working with where I need to be for the rest of the day, because my intention is to be focused the rest of the day, be focused. So I thought to myself, what do I need to do this morning in order to be focused? And this popped in my head, and I thought, what a great way to introduce it to you guys as well. So we are moving on to pyramid pose. Inhale, take a kind of big step again, like the first one we took. It's not real big. Now, turn your left toe towards the back of the mat. Right toes are towards the corner of the mat, all right? Your hips are facing forward. You'll know that if this is really hard to do, then you bring the legs a little closer together. If that's easier to do, take them apart. It doesn't matter. Sometimes we'll never get past right here. Our bodies just aren't made for it, all right? Honor your body. So inhale, take the hands behind the back. If you'd like to come into posterior prayer with me, you can. Or just keep the hands right here behind the back. And as you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale. As you exhale, I want you to think about pulling the inner thighs together. They're not going to really come together. It's just a thought. Push on the front leg and the back leg. Come into your forward fold. Ooh, this is balance challenging for me today. What you can learn about your body in these poses, it's amazing. 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, keep lengthening the spine. Remember to use your blocks on the outsides of the front foot. Inhale, slowly come up. Keep your hands right where they are. You're just going to turn to the other side. Exhale. Inhale, lift the chest. We're lifting from the upper back. And exhale, forward fold. As you do, draw the front leg, the hip back of the front leg. So that would be probably your right leg right now. Breathe. 5, 4. If you're doing different legs than me, it's okay. Oh, I just remembered. Drawing the navel. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise slowly. Exhale, point the toes towards me. Relax the arms. Inhale, draw the chest up. And exhale, coming to the front of your mat. So if you'd like to turn towards me, you can. We're going to go into some balance work, all right? So take the hands to the hips. This might be a good place for a strap. And you are going to wrap it around the foot, all right? I'm not going to, well, you know what? I think I am going to use a strap today because I'm going to listen to my body, and it's a little tight today. So the left hand is on the left strap, all right? Take the right hand behind you. And inhale, draw the knee up, extend the leg out. All right, the other option is just to keep your hand on the knee right here. And right hand to hip, lift tall, draw the pubic bone forward, push out into the strap or the thumbs, or if your leg is straight, push away, push the leg away, pull the femur, the top of the leg in, rooting down, 3 more breaths, 3, can you lift taller? Relax your shoulders, 2, and 1. We're not quite done. We're gonna take this leg out to the side. Now, it's not about how high the leg goes. In fact, all I want is the hip points even. Push out onto the strap, push down into the ground. 2, 1. We're not done. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, release. Shake it out. Oh, yeah. I was feeling that all through here. I was feeling some love. Alrighty. So next, guys, we're gonna do the other side. I'm using the strap. And yes, the breaths, how I use them, are part of the sequence. All right, so left hand to hip, inhale, we lift up. Then we take our breaths. Now, try to use the leg and leg muscles to keep your leg up as opposed to the strap if you're using a strap or towel. Remember, we're lifting up, draw the navel in. 3, 2, gaze is out and soft. 1, inhale, leg out to the side. Keep pushing onto the band, strong legs. 3, if you want a little more balance practice, look over the opposite shoulder. 2, 1. Inhale, we come forward. Ooh. Exhale, release, shake it out. All right, so the next pose is tree pose. Then we move on to one more sun salutation and some warrior one. So let's go ahead and take the leg out, rotate it out. And then you're gonna place the foot, maybe this is where you are right now. Just keep the toe onto the ground, the heel against the other leg. But you have options. We're lifting tall, right? You can place the foot above or below the knee, or you can move into lotus. Do not do this if you're not familiar with it, all right? I'm gonna take my arm behind my back. Inhale, lift up. 3, good. 2, how's the navel? Drawing in. You are strong. I can hear you getting stronger. And release. And when I say getting stronger, shake it out, you guys. It's not just about getting stronger in the body. It's about getting stronger in the mind. It's about becoming more disciplined in staying in that pose, right? But again, you're playing your edge, but you're not about to jump over the edge. You know what I mean? Here we go, other side. So come to decide where you want to be. Remember, one side is different than the other. So maybe this time you want to be a little bit lower to work on the balance. Maybe you want to hold on to something. If you're right here, you're pushing your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot, above or below the knee. I'm coming to my half lotus because that's where my quads need that stretch. And 3, good, root down, pubic bone draws forward. 2, and 1. And inhale, the leg comes down, shake it out. You did great, and we're almost done, you guys. All right. I don't know about you, but this is something I needed bad. Here we go. So moving into Utkatasana, which is chair pose. So inhale, drop the hips back. You're leaning forward slightly, but lift the chest, all right? And so try to keep the knees no farther than the toes here. Gaze is forward and up. Draw the navel in. 3, draw shoulders down. Good. 2, this is an Ashtanga chair. If you like the regular vinyasa chair, then go for that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, stay with me. It's okay. Inner thighs squeezing together. And inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, stepping back into plank or going through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe. Feels good to do something symmetrical. We were doing asymmetrical the whole time. So here's what I'd love for you to do now. Come with me. Turn out your right foot towards the corner of the mat. The left foot is going to step forward big. Push into the right knee and the back foot. Inhale, lift up. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Our feet, the heels are aligned. If you need more balance help, walk your front foot out to the side. 5 breaths here. 5. Remember, all of our poses look different. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you can bring the thumbs together, look at the thumbs and switch sides, or come with me. Hands to the hip, I'm looking forward. I'm just gonna pivot on my front heel, and then now the back leg becomes the front leg. Your back toes are pointing to the corner of the mat. Maybe your Warrior 1 is right here. That's a beautiful Warrior 1. Here we go. 5 breaths. 5. The hands get tired, take them to heart center. 4. The shoulders. Doing good, stay with me. 3. Pushing out on your back foot, the blade of the back foot. So lift the arch. 2. And 1. Now, stay where you are. Turn your hips towards the front. And your back toe is towards the front as well. Warrior 2. Chest is open. Notice my shoulders are stacked on top of my hips. 3. 4. Can you lift taller? Lift taller. Shoulders down. 5. Inhale. Lift up the front heel toes. Turn around. Exhale, other side. And you stay where you are. I'm going to come forward so you can see what the front of this looks like. Drawing the hips forward, shoulders over hips. You can see I'm winded a little bit. This is tough, guys. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, come over the front leg. The back foot rotates up. And we come into chaturanga or hold your plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Everybody take a sigh. 3 more breaths. And come have a seat. Oh my goodness. So, I will tell you, if that was tough for you, that's fine, you did it right. Every time I do this, it never gets any easier because I'm always playing that edge a little bit. So if this was too much for you, then that's fine too, all right? Everything I have in here isn't for everybody. You get to pick and choose kind of what you want. So thank you so much for joining me. As you can see, that was a 30-minute practice, and that was pretty intense. And that is a practice that you can build on. It's, again, really not what we're going to do in this group all the time, but my shirt's like all cockeyed. Can you see this? I'm trying to but I wanted to introduce you to it because we will be doing it from time to time, and you can always reference this video. So before you leave, have a comfortable seat. Create that nice long spine. And close your eyes for a moment. And I want you to visualize the rest of your day. And within the moments of the rest of your day, visualize how you want to feel. Even if it's brushing your teeth, even if it's doing your work, how do you want to feel? All right? Come to that heart space. And start to visualize what you're going to do when you end your practice here. How are you going to feel in that space? What's next? Take it to the next thing. Maybe it's the next meeting. Maybe it's the next meal or the next school lesson. One more deep breath in. And come to that heart space. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I love you very much. And if I can help you in any way, you let me know. Now go out there and kick some butt. Bye. Yes.